All right, so we are back, and last time I left you guys off, I told you all that I was going to be starting my cut, which it is now been a week. We're a week into it, and last week I was able to get my in body. So I have my results here. In body results are in, so we are going to go ahead and go over them and see where I'm at, where I'm starting this cut off, and what my game plan is, what numbers we're going to try to look at specifically. So if you've ever done an in body before, it's basically like a fancy scale, and it's going to do a scan to kind of determine how much of what you're carrying is body fat and water and muscle mass and all this other good stuff. So it's just good to know some of these numbers. Now keep in mind, any type of measurement is not going to be 100% accurate. There really is no foolproof way to measure what someone's lean body mass to fat ratio really truly is. This is going to be as accurate as it can be. I believe it's like in the 90s of how like accurate the percentage is. But with that being said, just to give us an idea and where I'm starting off at. So right off the bat, we can see my weight is 149. That is where we're starting off with my weight in total. And body fat mass is about 50 pounds. So we're going to want that to come down a bit. And then here, body fat percentage is at 33.5%. Not anything crazy. We're hoping to see that come down as well, but we want to see skeletal muscle mass come up. So basically, it's like we want to see fat come down, muscle mass either stay the same or come up. So that is what we hope to see within the next few weeks. Here just breaks down things from like limb and whatever, but honestly, those are just the numbers that I'm looking at. And I honestly am trying to see if I can maybe shave off 15 to 20 pounds. I don't like to put numbers like that as goals, but it's really going to be the percentage that we're going to look at, and like these two numbers, not so much, don't focus so much on the number on the scale type of thing. But I mean, if I could put a number on it, that's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen. So yeah. And there you have it. Those are my results for my in body. This is where I'm starting off at. As far as my game plan for this cut, honestly, it's not going to be anything crazy, because really it doesn't have to be. It's going to be all about the diet. And so, with that being said, I was ending this bulk at about 200. No, that doesn't make sense. I was ending this bulk at about 2,500 calories, give or take, a day. Um, and the thing when you're bulking, when you're cutting, the pros to bulking is you're hopefully putting on muscle mass and you're gaining strength. The con to bulking is that you're also probably gaining some body fat and you overall just feel a little bit more bloated. It's a lot of food, so it gets a little uncomfortable. And then pros to cutting, right? You're losing body fat, you're looking real nice, chiseled, jacked, ripped, whatever you want to call it. Cons to cutting is you'll lose a little bit of strength. You may lose a little bit of muscle mass, and you could lose a lot if you're doing it really wrong. So in order to kind of combat and, make sure the cons are as minimal as possible, you want to baby step it. So by baby stepping it, I baby stepped my bulk and I'm going to baby step my cut. Baby stepping my bulk meant I didn't just pack on 500 calories onto my normal diet for 12 weeks straight. That would have been really, really hard, especially at first. I gradually increased. So I increased by about 200 to 250 calories for the first 4 weeks, added the next 2 to 250 for the next 4 weeks, and then the last leg of my 12-week bulk stayed consistently at about 2,500 calories, give or take. There were some days where I didn't like meet it. There were some days where I would try to go past it, which was really, really hard. So more or less my range would fall anywhere between 2,300 to 2,500. So same thing with my bulk. I am not going to just eliminate 500 calories right off the bat. I could, but I don't want to lose my strength gains. I don't want to lose too much weight too fast because you could be potentially losing muscle mass. So we're going to baby step it again. So what I am actually doing is I am just shaving off about 200 to 100 calories a week, until I get to a point where I feel like I am able to sustain it and just see what happens from there. So training is actually going to look exactly the same, hitting the gym about 3 to 4 times a week. 4 times is great. 3, I'll take it. Now I have been neglecting cardio for these past 3 months, probably even a little bit more than 3 months, just because, well, at first I didn't want to do it. And then during my bulk, it was like even less of a reason to do it, honestly. And I'm only incorporating it back, not for the weight loss, because cardio does not necessarily mean you're going to just burn all this fat while doing cardio. Why I'm incorporating cardio is because we are going to Disney World, and yeah, my cardio health is like really not where it needs to be in order to keep up with all the walking that Disney entails. So I'm actually just adding cardio back to help train and condition me for that trip. So doing cardio about maybe 2, 3 times a week, just kind of maybe sprinkling it in after my lifts, stuff like that. Even just in this first week, I knew I was going to see a difference, but because mainly it's going to be like a lot of water weight. So started off at 149. Right now I'm at 146.4. Going to be doing weekly weigh-ins, see what happens from there. But yeah, honestly, this video, whether you care or not about any of this, I know, who cares, right? This is really just for me to hold myself accountable and see, how I do. So carry on. We'll check in maybe in about 4 weeks. I think I'm going to do like a 4 week check-in. So coming off a deload week, this will be my first week training back to what my normal training looks like. And then 4 weeks, we're going to do a check-in. 8 weeks, we'll do a check-in. And then at the end of the 12 weeks, we will do our final check-in. So let's get it.